Today we are celebrating at the beginning of the season with the Big 12 women's basketball tip-off. We're live here on ESPN Plus on the Big 12 Now channel, and we're going to do some roundtables, 25-minute roundtables with coaches and players from throughout the conference, get a chance to take a look ahead at the season, and we will get a chance to do that 3 more times after this. So we're about to get started here at the Big 12 tip-off at the beginning of the season. I'm joined by the head coach of Baylor, the defending national champions, Kim Mulkey, Madison Wise from Iowa State, Bailey Helgren from Kansas, and Brittany Brewer from Texas Tech, and Mike Carey, the head coach for West Virginia. So let's get things started. Coach, I'll start with you, and I'd like each of you to answer this question. Most fans haven't gotten a chance to see you since last March or April. What have you specifically been doing from now until then, and what has your team been doing to get ready for the season?
Practice. And actually, we have a lot of returning players. So it's been a joy to coach them these last 2 or 3 weeks because you don't have to do a lot of teaching. We have 1 freshman and 2 grad transfers. And so it's been a joy to be on the floor with them.
Not a joy for anybody else in the country, but I know that's exciting for you.
Well, I can only worry about Baylor.
Well, congratulations. We're glad to have you back. We have a few other questions for you as we go through, but I'd like to find out from Madison also, what have you individually been doing and what's your team been doing over the offseason?
Yeah, so as a team, I think we've all really worked hard on the offseason, worked on our chemistry a lot. We're all best friends, so that helps a lot. Adjusting to what we lost, which is what every team has to do when they graduate seniors. Just adjusting offensively and defensively, finding our skill set and what we do best. And then individually just working on being more versatile, being able to score at all different levels and continue to defend.
All right. Bailey?
We have 7 new players on our team this year, so that's been really exciting to get to work with them and grow as a team. And I think this summer was a great opportunity for us to get to know each other and work on getting stronger and faster in the weight room. And in terms of my play, I've been working on shooting more from the perimeter and just being more versatile on offense. And but I'm just really looking forward to this season.
Great. Brittany?
Yeah, so we have a lot of newcomers, and so really this summer consisted of tying them all together, helping them adjust to the culture, and just bringing them into what we want to go into. A lot of hard work, and then individually, definitely my physicality. I've been working on that all summer, and then also just fine-tuning my defense.
Great. Mike?
Same thing Coach said, just practice and working hard. As a coach, you never think we're working hard enough, but I kind of went a different route this year. We have some young ladies still not 100%, so we kind of backed off a little bit. I'm not real happy to hear Baylor has everybody back up,
Right.
I'll be honest with that. Coach said just worry about Baylor, but we're going to worry about Baylor when we play them too. But we're excited. We're excited to get going, and players get to a point where they're tired of practicing. So everybody has scrimmages coming up and that type of stuff, so they're looking forward to that.
I'm going to start with you here, Mike. Tyneese Martin is a player that people have come to know in the Big 12. She's had some off-court battles. I'm going to start with that. I know that's a tough question.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah, right. Can you give us an update on her situation?
Yeah, let me just say about Tyneese. She's one of the, she's a great player, make no doubt about it, but she's a great person also. She's been with us. This will be her 5th year, and has just been a role model on and off the floor. She's going through a situation. Quite frankly, it's not in our hands at this time, and hopefully it works out for Tyneese because she is a great young lady.
I'm glad to hear that. We hope that everything works out with that. Brittany, you got a chance to play with USA basketball this summer. Can you tell us about that experience and how that helped you as a player?
Yeah. So playing with Team USA was amazing. It was such an honor to even be invited to the trials, and then let alone to make the team amongst those great players. And I learned a lot. I learned I need to increase my physicality, also confidence and stuff like that. And it was just an honor to play alongside those girls. It was amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Fantastic. And Bailey, you have both of your parents played college basketball. We have a lot of players in the conference that have parents that have passed on those athletic experiences and those genes, et cetera. What kind of impact did it have on you having both of your parents have that kind of experience?
Growing up, I definitely always was around sports, and I have 2 brothers, so we'd always be outside playing whatever. And I think that's something that I always knew I loved, and it was just something that I always had them as a support system too. So if I ever had any questions or anything, they were my guidance, and I think that was really helpful. And even to this day, they're 2 of like the main people in my life. So.
And your parents and grandparents are always a lot of the KU games. I always get a chance to see them after the games. They're big fans, and always fun to talk to them. Madison, you have been a starter for 2 years, but now things are changing. You don't have Bridget Carlton anymore. You have players that have graduated. How is your role going to change this year?
Right, yeah. You can't really replace the Bridget Carlton. Coming in my first 2 years and getting to play with her was such a blessing, such an honor. But knowing that she's gone this year, just knowing that we have to step up, do the little things like she always did, find different ways to score because she was such a key point of our offense. So being more versatile with scoring and then just leadership. Bridget and Lex and Mare, our seniors, were great leaders. So coming in, being a better leader, especially for our freshmen that's coming in, should play right away. So being a leader on the court, off the court.
Thank you for sharing that. And Kim, stepping back, you and I had a chance to, on an interview earlier today, to talk about last season. But as you reflect on last year's national championship run, you were very emotional after the game. What was it about that championship and that team that affected your emotions so much?
I think every coach that wins a national championship and every player is emotional. You reflect quickly, did we just win the national championship? And you think about all the tough times, you think about the tough practices, the tough games, and you're the last one standing. And I just think the emotion of it. And then you add the fact that Lauren Cox went down in the 4th quarter and we survived. That's the best way to put it. I thought we dominated or pretty much were in control of the game until Cox went down and they went on their roll. And to see that kid on crutches come back out there and just what she meant to our team and what it means to Baylor. What a national championship means. We can coach a lifetime, Brenda, and never win one. Some of the finest, greatest coaches that I admire never won a national championship. It's hard, and I think all those things go through your mind.
You talked about Lauren Cox and that devastating injury and the fact that your team was able to survive and win the championship. She's okay. I mean, when she went down, it didn't look like we didn't know if she would be around this season. Can you give us her status and just how she has prepared for this season?
Well, obviously, I was very excited when we won the national championship, but probably the best news came the next night as I was laying in the bathtub, and they called and said she has no severe damage to her knee. And she's doing great. She rehabbed all summer. She had a bone bruise and I think a small or strain is what they called it, of the MCL. She doesn't wear a sleeve. She doesn't wear a brace. She's the same old competitive Lauren on that floor. And it's just a testament to good things do happen to good people. And that was good news for her and for us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Madison, I know that you do a lot of things in the community to reach out in the Ames community. Can you tell us some of the things that you've done off the court?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that's been most special to me is volunteering through YSS. It's kind of a program that helps certain kids in Ames that need a little extra help in all sorts of ways. There's kids that maybe don't have parents in their life that are real supportive or don't, have that mentor support in their life. So being able to do that for different girls in the Ames community has been really important to me. Giving back just because I am so fortunate and so blessed in different ways, and being able to do that is super important to me. And then also there is a special needs program that we volunteer through and make connections with. There's a lot of little girls that come to our games and sit in the front row, so getting to build that connection and, going to some of their baseball games and softball games and basketball, getting to build that connection and support them as they support us.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Bailey, you graduated 4 senior starters from last year's team and a couple of seniors off the bench as well. But you and I had a chance to talk a couple of weeks ago. You feel like you have really good chemistry with this new group of faces. What is it that you're looking to do this season as you recover from all of those seniors graduating?
I think we have a lot of talent coming in our freshmen and our transfers, and we're all really excited about it, and especially our energy in practice has been great. So I think all of them are looking to contribute and fill the void of the seniors that we're going to be missing this year.
Brittany, I was noticing that you're majoring in community, family, and addiction sciences. Is that still the case?
Yes, I graduated this August, though.
Yes, and so you graduated and you're working on your master's degree. Yes. What is it that you plan to do with your degrees?
Okay, so I had the honors of interning with a program in Lubbock this summer, and it was called the New Legacy Home, and so it's just a program that gets women back on their feet, and I loved it. I thought for sure I wanted to work with kids my whole life, and I think that changed, and so I definitely want to do something with that within the addiction community and the faith community as well.
Fantastic. Mike, you and West Virginia are the only team that has beaten Baylor in the Big 12 championship final of the current Big 12 teams since 2007. And we're returning here to Kansas City this year. What is it, with a team as strong as Baylor and defending national champion, what is it that you know about what your team needs to do to have that level of success?
Are you trying to get us to argue here?
I was hoping that I could have you two sitting next to each other and we could have a little fun.
I'm sitting beside Kim right now. No, and I've told Kim before, congratulations. I mean, it's great not only for Baylor win national championship, it's great for the league. You don't know how many times I've talked to recruits and that and say, hey, you got an opportunity to come play against Baylor and some of these great teams won the national championship. So, you know, it's a great honor for the league and Baylor. And Kim, congratulations again. It's not easy. I've never won one, and I'd be crying more than her probably after the game. So, I mean, I can understand. So, no, we just do what we do. I mean, we just go out and play. We try to be, you know, aggressive, physical, and that type of stuff. And, you know, we need to stay healthy. If we can stay healthy, then we should be okay. But everybody's going to be good. Everybody's going to be good. I think the league's going to be great this year from top to bottom. And night in, night out, you have to bring your A game. If you don't, you're going to get beat.
All right, thank you for that. Thank you for all of us, all of you, for joining us today. You've got many other interviews to be a part of today, and there's a lot of media here. There's twice as many members of the media here today than at last year's event. People want to know your stories. Please go out and share those, and we'll get the word out about the Big 12 championship returning here to Kansas City at the end of the season. So see you all back here in March.
Thank you.
Thank you.